never thought much about the old train station. It was just a place cold, empty, forgotten. But that night changed everything. I had missed my usual train home from work. It was late, and the platform was deserted, except for the flickering overhead lights and the faint hum of a distant engine. The schedule board was blank. No trains were listed. Just as I turned to leave, I heard it. A distant whistle followed by the slow chugging of an approaching train. My heart pounded. The station had been closed for years after an accident, a derailment that had taken many lives, and yet the train arrived. The doors slid open with a soft hiss. Inside, dim yellow lights cast long shadows over the worn-out seats. It smelled of old leather and rain. Hesitantly, I stepped inside. The moment the door shut behind me, I realized something was wrong. The passengers, they were silent, their faces, pale eyes empty, staring ahead as if lost in another time. My breath caught when I saw a little girl sitting by the window. Her dress was old-fashioned, her small fingers clutching a torn tape. She turned to me, her voice barely a whisper. "You finally came back!" A shiver ran down my spine. My mouth went dry. I don't understand." She tilted her head, her sad eyes reflecting something I couldn't place. Something distant, something familiar. "You promised," she said. "You said you wouldn't leave me alone." Memories crashed into me like a wave. The accident, the screams, the fire. I was there. I had been on that train years ago, but I had survived. She hadn't. Tears welled in my eyes as the train moved forward, the outside world disappearing into thick fog. I knelt beside her, reaching out, but my fingers passed through her like mist. "I'm sorry," I whispered. "I should have saved you." She smiled then, a heartbreaking, forgiving smile. "It's okay," she said. "Now we can go home together." The train slowed. The doors opened to a warm golden light. The fear inside me melted away. For the first time in years, I felt whole. And as I stepped off the train hand in hand with my sister's ghost, I realized I had never truly